always struggle with what to do for thumbnails, and so maybe this was a good thumbnail or not, but I don't know. So today we're going to talk about the different forms of marketing that I've experienced. This is going to be more of a me and my experience in the marketing realm kind of episode, walking you through different ways that I've learned marketing and what they each bring to the table. So let's get into it. And pardon the mess. It's just life. It's just life. So I got my weekend watch on. If you could see, that's Snoopy. That's fun. I wear it on the weekends. At least I've had it for about a month, and I wear it on the weekends because I'm like, okay, that's my weekend watch. But then I got to switch to my business watch to get business done. So over the past 7 years, the years that I've done marketing, 7 years, or been passionate about marketing, I've talked about I've learned from different sources. There's 4 different sources. I'll see if I can remember them. I didn't write them down before this video. But first source is at least walking through my path. First source I learned marketing was back in high school. And back in high school, my dad was a gold member to a club of sorts, or I forget what you would call it, a gold member to the GKIC Inner Circle. And GKIC stood for Glazer Kennedy Inner Circle. GKIC Inner Circle, that doesn't make sense. But GKIC, and he would receive newsletters every month with a bunch of marketing things and stories and strategies. And he would also have access to certain playbooks with a bunch of copy in them and different ways to go about marketing. And so that was really cool. And he paid $40 a month or something like that. And so in high school, I was excited to read these because my dad he got me into the whole lawn care business. I've made another video about that. And in high school, I was like, how do I do marketing for my business? Well, I would read my dad's newsletters and read my dad's binder full of stuff. And that was really, really good. I learned a lot. And then, that was more, I think I would label that traditional. That was traditional form of marketing that I learned, direct response marketing. It's not usually, that term isn't used a whole lot anymore, but that was what I learned. I learned how to do direct response marketing. And I've actually got a book here by Dan Kennedy. You can look at it, No BS Direct Marketing. Google it. Really good traditional book for marketing. Okay, so that started with the traditional. Okay, and then after I learned all of the traditional stuff, I learned it from my head. I went and I got a job as director of marketing for a series of arcades on a beach town. On a boardwalk. And I did this new category of marketing that I would call entry-level marketing. And it's easy marketing. It's easy implementation from someone who has never done any marketing before, getting them into that phase where they can start doing marketing. And if the business is alive, and it's been alive, and it's time to start doing marketing, but they've been able to survive without marketing, that's good. That's your entry-level marketing. And that's how I learned, is I took what the business had already in place, and I was like, okay, from my knowledge, if we're going to start doing marketing is changing the minds of people so that they are convinced that they need you in order to succeed. Taking a business that was already working and then putting marketing in there so that their already working business was working more and more. It was blooming. That's what you want. That's the entry level marketing because it's easy. You don't have any pressure. That's the key to entry level marketing. Traditional marketing is it's more strategic because traditional marketing isn't traditional unless there's foundations that have been built over time by the experts of earlier days, like Dan Kennedy, Gary Halpert, people like that. Entry level, you can take traditional marketing and put it into entry level, but entry level, you do not need to have any knowledge in order to do that marketing well, or at least decently well, or get some experience. The problem with entry level marketing, though, there's a problem. Problem with entry level marketing, or I should start with traditional marketing. There's not really a problem with traditional marketing. Just the way I did it was without having any place to actually put the knowledge to the test or anyone to teach me that. The problem with entry level marketing is that you are putting your marketing to the test, but you don't really have the knowledge, first of all, and it's slow. You don't have anything pushing you. There's no fire under your feet in order to propel you forward to actually succeed, because the business is already running. It's easy. And most of you are probably in this way. If you've already got businesses going and now you're like, okay, time to actually do marketing. Well, this would be entry level marketing. And so I would suggest to you is that you go and find some traditional marketing knowledge from the experts of earlier days and apply it to your entry level marketing. Here's the third one. And this is one that I have stuck by. Once I started learning the entry level marketing, this is the, I would say there's a second type of entry level marketing. I would probably call it entry level modern marketing. I might call it modern marketing. And modern marketing is, I would say there's a few gurus out there, that I wouldn't call them gurus. A lot of people in the fourth category that I'm going to talk about might call them gurus. The third category is the modern marketing, which tells you the basics of the traditional marketing, but puts it in a modern perspective. It builds on top of the traditional marketing, and that's the modern marketing. Problem with this is, though, that a lot of people think they're gurus and they make money just off of being a celebrity and telling you what you need to know, but they make a lot of money off of it without giving you too much benefit, as much benefit as the fourth level. But in its defense, in my opinion, it taught me a whole lot. It built upon the traditional marketing that I knew and loved and put it in a modern perspective for me. And so I would take that modern marketing and learn as much of it as you can. I would actually probably start with the modern marketing and then go back to the traditional and see how the traditional people did it. But modern puts it in fluent terms for you. Modern marketers, I would say, are Steve Larson, Russell Brunson. I might even learn a little bit from Ty Lopez, but not much. Even though a lot of people have said his stuff is actually really good and it gets them started. And then I might learn from, I would say those are the big gurus of sorts. And then I would mostly lean into Russell Brunson, and I've talked about him in other videos, but he's a great starting point for modern marketing built on the traditional marketing. So those are the first three, and then the fourth one, which I actually recently discovered, is, I would say, I already used modern marketing. I don't know how to phrase it. It's extra modern marketing, which would probably be, I don't know. It would probably be fast-paced marketing. Fast-paced, up-and-coming marketing, I would say, is this fourth category, which I recently discovered. And the way I discovered it is a friend pointed me out to Twitter. Said, go to Twitter and go find all the agencies. And I was like, I hardly know what an agency is. And there's this whole new realm of titles and ways people are starting these businesses and how quickly they're starting it. E-commerce, you might not even know what e-commerce is. I hardly know what that is. It's a name for an online business. And all these terms will come up and they will be very, very, very active on Twitter. And there's a whole clan of people that follow each other and then are always about working hard and growing fast and scaling fast, and it's a whole different world, okay? And that's really good if you know your basics. It's very fast-paced. It's very fast-paced. I would get into it after your entry level. You've seen entry level like I did, and been able to do some work in entry level. Now it's time to hop onto the fast-paced post-modern marketing or extra modern marketing. Yeah, that's what I would do. So I would take all 4 of those and then look into some of the people or some of the places that I've suggested to understand marketing to its fullest and see the different lenses of marketing. I've had 7 years to grow and learn more about marketing and how it's evolved over the years. And I've kind of been in my own little bubble, but I'm seeing these other bubbles, and then I come up to them and I investigate a little bit, and then I come up to this one and investigate a little bit, and I sort out what's good, what's bad, and then come together, and you've got a good, solid foundation. So, yeah, take those 4, go learn. I might actually... I might link 1 or 2 for each of those categories in the description, so you can go look at the description and then actually investigate those people. Excuse me, so that you can have a solid foundation and get a vibe from each of those different types, if that makes sense. So, yeah, thank you very much for watching. I will see you next time, and I'll talk to you soon. Hey there. I wore green today to match my wife's plants. My wife is away, and I need to watch them. This is mint, thyme, rose. I don't know anything about plants, but I think they need watering.